Greetings everyone and welcome. Today we'll be discussing my Barbarian and pretty much what I've done with it, thus far. My build, my items, and all that fun stuff. So let's get started with the build. Right now I'm using Frenzy with the Maniac rune, that's what they're called. That also gives you 2.5% damage for each frenzy stack. So while that is fire, and right now I consider myself a lightning barbarian, I still feel like this gives me the most damage possible, even though there is a lightning frenzy skill. So moving on, whirlwind. Using whirlwind with the wind shear rune. That gives you the 1 fury every time you strike an enemy. I use this as a rage builder basically. And it's lightning, so it does increase damage. Yeah, fuck yeah. Battle Rage, pretty obvious. Damage buff. So, gives you the 10% increased damage, 3% critical. And when I crit, I do 20% damage to, enemies within the range of all that. So, a lot of extra AoE clear there, which is nice because once I get to the character sheet, I'll show you how much crit chance I have. It's around 50% or so. Warcry with Invigorate. This is because my health pool is pathetic. So this helps me to stay alive. Gets you the extra 10% health as well as the armor, which is nice. And then the regen is, it's just gravy. But yeah, my health pool, not so hot right now. So I'm working on that. But next up, Hammer of the Ancients is pretty much my main damage spell. As probably with most barbarians. I'm using the Thunderstrike rune with that, which, doesn't really give you any increased damage like the Smash one does, but it gives you the stun. The stun is really, really nice in a big crowd, especially of things like very fast, things like that, so you can keep them all in one place to do your damage. So it's actually not so bad, and I get the increased damage because it's lightning. And then I feel like every barbarian needs this Wrath of the Berserker. Using the Slaughter rune for the AoE damage that it does. But basically, I use this to obviously do a ton of damage. But I also use it to save my life, like when I come up against a frozen or something like that, or if I'm like walled in a place or stuck in a place, I throw that on because it can really bump up my my health regen through like my life on hit and all that fun shit. So that's that. And then I'm using Bloodthirst for healing, just to heal. Brawler for the increased damage. I'm still on the fence about that one. That might be changing at some point, but right now it's solid. Superstition, keep me alive, get that rage in. And Unforgiving, more rage, need rage. Especially with this Hammer of the Ancients, you need a shitload of rage. You go through, oh, I'm sorry, not rage, I'm a fucking idiot. Fury. Fucking World of Warcraft on the brain. Need Fury. So this thing shits through Fury like fucking crazy. It's not even funny. But that's basically that for the skills. You can see I have them lined up down here. And then I also have my potion, which is the bottomless potion of the Kool-Aid, which lets you break through walls. So that's really helpful, but it only works on walls. Doesn't work on, frozen or any of that other stuff. So you really need that Wrath of the Berserker for that. So next I'm just going to look into Paragons real quick. Here I have movement speed up to 15% because, as I'll show you on my gear, my boots only give me 10%. Max is 25, as I'm sure you all know, and then I'm dumping the rest into strength. Offense. Here we're doing pure critical hit chance. Don't need to really say much more. I'm not at the point yet where the critical hit damage benefits me quite so much. I still need a little bit more of the crit chance. Defense. Resist all. I could do the life. Resist all is better. Utility. Life on hit. I need, I'm in there tanking a lot of damage and don't have a lot of health, so I need as much health restored as I can get. So that's pretty much it. If I can ever figure out a way to get myself healed, I'd probably go with resource cost reduction. if I didn't need the life on hit. But until then, I'm going to stay at life on hit because resource cost reduction, that's going to decrease the amount that I will heal with my my bloodthirst. So, got to think about those kinds of things when you're doing your build. My gear. So we'll start with the helmet. Broken Crown. I've had this forever. I still think it's really awesome. It's got the attack speed. And I got a crit hit chance rolled in there, which is nice. That thing does a shitload of damage. Probably eventually roll a socket into that for some percent health. But we'll see how that goes. My amulet's still yellow. Decent rolls though. Not quite trifecta. Need to get that vitality off there and move that somewhere else at some point, but can't really do that right now. So, shoulders. Pure defense shoulders. Not the best. Rolls could be a little bit better, but, you know, it is what it is. Right now, I have 2 pieces of the RoS set that I'm using, which gives me the extra 500 vitality. So right now, this is nice. I had to re-roll that percent life on there. I'm probably going to re-roll that again. As you can see, it goes all the way up to 15. And, yeah, I need more health. Enough said. Probably moving the diamonds, changing those over to rubies at some point. Yeah, more damage and more damage. I fucking love these. I'm not even gonna try and say it. These bracers. Look at that fucking lightning damage roll. Oh, so nice. Then the other stats, crit hit chance, all good shit. Pretty decent, and I love that fucking secondary where you destroy an object and, you know, run faster. I use that all the fucking time. I'm sure you'll see that in my upcoming videos. And then stone gauntlets. I have nice trifecta on there. Pretty decent rolls, not gonna complain. A lot of damage from that bad boy. I did have a lot of health on my last pair of gloves, which is why I am so low. But I got such a damage boost from this, I just kind of had to. Thunder God's Vigor. Fucking sick belt. Pretty decent. Can't complain. Yeah, got really lucky with that one. And obviously, why I chose to go lightning damage. So I got that. I got those. So that's a lot of lightning damage there. 34%. And then this ring, trifecta. Decent rolls, I would say. Except for maybe the strength. But anyway, decent ring. It is yellow. Will be replaced at some point. Pants. Don't even want to talk about that. I'm very bitter about my pants. Stone of Jordan. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Perfect elite damage roll. Plus, I got lightning damage on it. So, that's fucking sick. Rerolled crit hit chance on there. You know, definitely some room for improvement with that, but I will fucking take it. Very, very nice drop for me. Next, we will go to my boots. Second part of my RoS set, the 10% movement speed that I talked about. Damage for Hammer of the Ancients, which is fucking sweet. The rolls aren't very good on it, but, you know, it gets me that 500 vitality. So I have some other boots that are really a step up from this, but, you know, until I can figure out a way to replace that health, not much I can do. And then here we go, we got a Wildwood, and we got the Sunkeeper Transmog on there, so we can look all sexy. And let me zoom in on my character too. Oh god, look at him. That sexy bastard. He's gold. Anyway, so I just got this not too long ago. I'll probably be re-rolling the damage roll on it. Yeah, probably the damage roll on it. I got very lucky with that drop. So yeah, very nice. Can't really say too much about that. And then the Sunkeeper. Look at that, another 30% damage to elites. Oh my god. Originally came with the 626 strength roll, which blew. Just re-rolled that actually like 10 minutes ago into that 720, so I'm very happy about that. Then I get the crit hit damage emeralds, of course, in each one of those. So that's the gear. Nothing crazy. Sheet DPS 791. Not gonna complain. Toughness is up there. Healing's okay. Not the best though. We'll go into the details here. I mainly want to look at my crit hit chance, which is up just about 50%. Once I can get pieces arranged in the right way on certain pieces of my gear, I can start putting more into crit hit damage and just really fucking spike my damage out, which will be nice. And then 60% damage to elites. Oh yeah, fucking love that shit. And then everything else is kind of whatever. Nothing crazy. I do like this. This is very helpful. I believe I get that from my amulets. Nope, no I don't. Get it from somewhere. Oh, right there. Broken crown. So that's another awesome fucking thing. And then everything else is very unimpressive. Yeah. So that's that. That's the build. That's the gear. And that's how fabulous it looks. Right there. So, any questions, comments, concerns, throw them my way. I'll be putting up gameplay videos of this character in the near future, so you'll be able to see it in action. But for now, see ya.